right. Fatal glass of beer. Here it is. I'll drink to that once again.
Better than a fetal glass of beer, I suppose.
Oh, that's true. Or fetal alcohol syndrome.
It's a bit dark.
Starting off dark, yes. So, so this is made in 1933. W.C. Fields is a prospector or something in the Yukon, I think, is what's happening here. There's a lot of exterior shots of what's supposed to be Alaska, but of course it's all on a soundstage, so... This is him. This is him here. So his name is Mr. Shavely or something, I think.
Officer Postlewhistle in the Canadian Mounted.
Oh my God!
He invaded Canada.
It's the cops.
Good evening, Mr. Snavely. Is it still snowing? I don't know. To tell you the
Nope.
truth, I never looked.
What do you think? He just walks in covered in snow. Is it still snowing? Gee, I don't know. Oh, they're trying to get him trashed. Is this supposed to be young W.C. Fields here?
Drink this.
And here's some Mad Dog 2020. Oh my God, it's alcohol. That's how I'm going to be in about 15 minutes.
He appears to be allergic.
Now I'm going to play Closer by 9 Inch Nails.
He met a Salvation Army girl, and wickedly he broke.
I do enjoy how the Mountie's just looking off in the distance, imagining what's going on in the song.
He's picturing it in his mind.
Heaven bless you, and place the mark upon his brow.
Damn, look at that. High kick to the face.
Before she has been saved.
And she sits on his face. The end.
Speaking of the city, it ain't no place for women, gal.
Well, where are the women gonna live?
Well, they have to live in the countryside, I guess.
Now it's time for your doom, Mr. Mountie. To hit you with this sack of cement.
He just leaves them there. He's like, I'll see you later. See you, Charlie. I gotta deliver this, whatever the hell this is. Looks like a bunch of pots and pans. How about he just gets hit with a bucket of the soap flakes? So this is what we call second unit footage. This isn't really him, of course.
Right. He can barely tolerate those dogs, though.
Well, that's true, and he's drunk.
Are those corgis?
Sure. That might be a rear projection. That dog in the middle. I'm helping.
Adopts any dog from the pound.
The dogs aren't even moving at the same rate as the background.
Soothing hot water.
Is that porridge, or what do you think that is? Just hot water?
Nougat. A golden nougat.
Nougat?
Golden nougat.
Like in the middle of a Milky Way bar?
Yes, my favorite candy filling.
Help to pay off the mortgage on the old shack.
That's a pretty big gold nugget.
That pill for Medicine Hat been here again?
Yes, and he wants more money.
That is high.
Tell him to shove it up his ass.
More money, and if he don't get it, he'll take our Malamute.
You won't take old Balto, my lead dog.
I'm sorry, which dogs do you have, your Malamutes?
The little one, little dachshund.
He was mighty good with mustard. We was a mushing over blind.
Look at that baguette.
I got mighty hungry.
How on earth did they bake that in that house? Okay, good enough. He's gonna eat that whole thing?
Captain Pipperton of the Canadian Mounted smuggled a police dog across the border for you.
Smuggled a police dog across the border for me?
Yes, and he says for you to keep it under your hat.
How big is it?
About so high.
I don't think it'll fit under his hat.
Oh, it's just 3 years today since they put our dear son in jail for stealing them thar bonds. And I know he
That's a flashback.
Sure he never
Have a second.
I'm sorry, stealing
Never
what?
stole nothing. From nobody. Hardly ever.
Hardly ever.
Hardly ever.
When they turn him loose,
He hardly ever committed crimes. What are you talking about?
Guess and calculate he will, Ma.
Is he ever going to get to eat that bread? He walked through the snow in that? Okay. Yes, humor of the 1930s.
And it ain't a fit night out.
Remember, people were easily amused back then. Oh, that was pretty funny, though.
He can finally take his scarf off and replace it with his home scarf.
Yes. That's like the Mr. Rogers thing where he would change into a different pair of shoes.
I think I'll go out and milk the elk.
Okay. I'm not sure the elk like that.
Elk milk.
Don't forget your moose horn, Paul.
Thank you, Mom.
Your what? Oh. The heck's that for?
Summoning
And it ain't a
mooses.
fit night out.
Summoning
On
moose.
man or beast.
Oh.
I did not see that coming.
Mm-mm.
Who wants a good milking? Line up.
He's going to be busy milking all those, although I think most of those are male. I don't know.
Lena,
I don't know.
Lena, honey.
He's got a bunch of Christmas trees around him.
Papa's calling.
Papa's calling.
Papa's calling. Lena.
You should have it do like different musical instruments,
It's clogged.
like trumpet and saxophone.
Spat some bread into it. Clogged it.
Oh, there you go.
Hello, Lena. Hello. Look, hey, Elma.
Why, you're mighty short there.
Lena.
Yeah.
Tell him Mr. Snavely wants. Well, Lena. Certainly a bright moonlight night tonight.
Yeah, your lantern's not doing much.
Hello, Lena.
Strangely, he's not being blown
Hey,
by all
Lena,
the wind
it's
created
me.
by these
Come
things
here,
running
don't you know
past
me?
him.
Mr. Snavely.
They're just growing larger and larger.
Is that a gas pump?
Some water. It's a well. Ice cubes.
Ice-
Oh,
okay.
hilarious.
Actually, that'd be useful in case you need a drink.
Fill that thing up with whiskey.
There you go. Now you're talking.
Fatal bucket of whiskey.
Chester, did you steal them bonds?
I feel like if you drank a bucket of whiskey, it probably would be
I
fatal.
stole them bonds. I was a bank messenger, and they caught me fair and
A
square.
bag mister.
I wasn't framed.
I know you stole them, but I never would admit it to your father. If
He's
he
a drunk.
thought you stole 'em,
Look at that
it would
beautiful
break his
illustration
poor
behind
old
him.
heart.
Yes.
Never tell him
That's
any
his
different.
girlfriend, or I don't know what that is.
It's a small girl
Good
with
night,
fuzzy,
Chester.
frizzy hair.
Good night.
Yes.
Paul.
Perfect. Classic.
Classy. That's what he thinks about at night.
I know you stole them, son.
That's
I
warm
never would
elk
admit it
milk.
to your mother.
To wash your face in.
She
He has to,
thinks
he
you're
has to
innocent.
drink that whole thing.
You must never tell her any different.
Yes.
She thought you stole them.
It's the old 1-2 switcheroo.
This is actually kind of an unusual role for W.C. Fields. He's usually this kind of doddering rich guy in most of his movies.
Chester,
That's a giant gold
have you
nugget.
any of them bonds
That's
on
true.
you? Or any of that
He's
money?
soon to be a doddering rich guy.
I ain't got any of them bonds on me. And I took that tainted money and threw it away.
What a dumbass.
And you came back to me and mother.
Came back, hat in hand.
Penniless.
Penniless, that's right.
Sponge on us the rest of your life.
Nice.
No! Keep hitting him!
Oh, Mom's helping out. I like it.
Slap you.
And he's gonna get hit with the soap flakes. Here we go.
And it ain't a pit night out. A man of peace.
All right. Well,
Wow. They love their son.
that was our first short.
Oh, that was a comedy.
Yeah, apparently.
The McGraw-Hill Book Company.
Da-na-na-na-na-na. There it is. 1950. Was it 53? 58. 1958.
Press club meeting.
Oh, you'll be excited to know this is directed by the same guy that directed Shake Hands with Danger,
Oh.
He is,
Great.
which I had no
or
idea.
Ernie, or try to understand another person's viewpoint.
Why
To look at
bother?
things
Impossible.
his way.
Yeah.
Ben Curtis doesn't belong here.
Whose
And
voice
that
is
corny
that?
stuff he writes. Whew. Look at that get-up he's wearing. Weird, to
Turned
say the
on.
least.
Ugh,
Well,
plaid.
what
Looks
can you
like,
expect
looks like
from
a serial
his kind?
killer.
As far as I can see, his folks are strictly no good.
Mm-hmm.
His father never held a steady
Strictly
job in his
no
life.
good.
Just worked long enough to buy a bottle.
He's getting judged
And
by
his
some
mother-
high school punk.
I remember when Mom used to have her come over to the house to do the cleaning.
Mm.
She was a
Wrecked the whole
lousy
house.
worker.
She burned it to the ground.
Stupid, ignorant people.
Damn ignoramuses.
You do kind of wonder why he's on the school paper, though. You'd think he'd feel out of place around people like us.
You know, I
Yeah,
think
none of
he has
us wear
been all
plaid.
wrong. I know
That's
he
true.
hasn't got much of a family, but he's a pretty sharp character. Makes doggone good grades, too.
He'll cut you.
Lot better than mine.
And
That kid looks like he's 40.
Everybody
Which
makes
one?
better grades than
The
you
one on the right.
Okay,
They all
yeah,
say-
I want to tell
Poor
you
posture.
something. I have an English class with Ben, and he's no.
Yeah, that guy's at least 30.
You know, I think the guy has real talent for writing.
Yeah,
writing
sure.
what? His name, you mean?
Oh.
Smut.
I don't know
Ho,
very
ho.
much about him. He doesn't
I'll
talk
make an
very
X.
much. Here comes Miss Alton. Sit
Oh my
here,
god,
Bob.
everybody run, it's the
I'll
dragon
make sure
lady.
you remember me for the social column.
That's all she's good for is the
This is
social
it.
column.
I'd be a first-class liar if I didn't admit to myself that I'm gonna get this job. Who else?
What job?
Bill?
Isn't he in high school?
Nah, he doesn't work very hard at any.
Oh.
Betty?
Batty?
But I
These
figure
random
I'm
people?
the one. Everybody else thinks so too.
Yeah.
It looks as if we have a good attendance for
Everyone
our
else thinks so too, whatever that was.
First of all, I'd like to make a little statement concerning the selection of our new editor-in-chief. Since you did ask me
It's
to make
not
this
going to be
selection,
you, Bob.
I can only assume that you expect.
That lets Jim out. He's the personality kid around here.
I appreciate your trust in asking me to
Personality
appoint you editor.
kid.
It
Damn
was a
him and his
difficult decision.
personality.
That's what he was in the
How do we meet
yearbook.
with
Marked
your
as a
approval?
personality kid.
Well, to end
I'm going
the
to see if I can
suspense,
get my eyes
may
any
I
wider.
introduce the new editor-in, Ben Curtis.
I'm
Yay,
sorry.
good job, Ben. The editor in large.
What the? She must be kidding.
Were those
That's
words even
screwball.
English?
Why, even old Ernie, he'd be 10 times better.
Ben, will you
His
come up and
family's
take over?
despicable.
Even Bert and Ernie would be better.
From your viewpoint, Ben is a, what was it?
Jerkface.
A screwball?
Cretin.
Are you
Jackball.
right, Bob?
Screwball.
Is he
Screwball.
really such an undesirable person for the job? Do you
Yeah.
really understand Ben Curtis?
He looks a little bit like, who's
There
that
must
guy?
be reasons for everything
know.
Ben does.
I'm too drunk.
Let's go back.
It's a floppy
Back
nobody.
to the moment when Ben entered the room.
When Ben was
Let's look
born.
at this incident again.
Back to when he entered the room.
5 minutes ago.
Are they laughing at me? I'm sure they make jokes behind my back.
Yeah.
They think I'm odd because my clothes are old and worn, and because I have to spend all my spare time working instead of horsing around like they do.
Mm-hmm.
My whole life is different from theirs.
Horseplay.
I
Horsing
couldn't even
around.
begin to fit into their group. I wish they did like me.
But
Maybe
screw
I
'em.
could just walk over there and let them know that I want to be friendly.
Or I can give him the finger.
No, I'd better not. Why ask for trouble?
Nah.
That Ernie Davis, he'd probably
I can
make
moon
fun
them.
of me. Better stay away from them.
Yeah, if you
Stuck
mooned
up
him from that
bunch of
distance, that'd be
snobs.
great.
May I introduce the new editor-in-chief of the Southwest High Banner? Ben
Baxter the
Curtis.
Basset Hound. Oh.
Oh, no. Is she making fun of me?
No.
Yes, she's making fun of
No.
you.
She's serious.
No! No!
It can't be true.
Ben, will you come up and take
It
over?
can't be true.
I told you so, Ben. Go to it, boy.
Hey,
What
man.
do I do now? I can't get up in front of
Ready?
them. What'll I say?
I'm gonna wet myself. Oh, already
What
did.
do I do?
Too late.
Let
Talk
me
about
see.
Kellogg's cornflakes.
Yes. You could do. Maybe he can do a
You're
song
sure
about the
expecting
snow or
something?
something.
I guess there's
He
no
can whip
use in
out his
saying
hammered
I'm
dulcimer.
surprised. You can see that.
Keep talking, Ben. Give yourself a chance to think.
Yeah,
I
don't
want to
think
thank
about your
Miss Alton
erection.
for this
Oh.
opportunity.
You're
I'll
welcome.
need all the help I can get from you.
No kidding.
I'm open to suggestions on job assignments.
I'm open to 3 ways.
So each one can work on the thing you like to do best.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any suggestions?
Now that we know more about
Yeah,
you,
why don't you
Ben,
get out of here?
we
That's my
began to
suggestion.
understand you a little better.
We're halfway
There
there.
are many people like Ben,
Whoa,
people with
living on a
problems.
prayer.
People
Poor
that we
people.
reject and ignore.
because we don't understand
It's
why
just
they
this
act
about
as they
poor
do.
people.
Because they're different from
Just
our
people
idea of
disparaging
friends.
people that are not
Because they're
wealthy.
poor means you can't trust them.
Basically.
It's hard for the soft-spoken to understand the loudmouth.
Hey, you're too soft-spoken.
It's
Is that Max
difficult
there?
to understand the shy if you're aggressive.
That's my book. I'm ripping these pages out.
Give me that.
Those who are physically attractive cannot always appreciate the
Who,
loneliness
these two?
of those who are not.
Oh, wait a minute. Which one of them is attractive?
What about
She has
the viewpoint
glasses
of
on, so
Bob
she's
and his
not.
friends? How
Oh.
can they
Nerd.
reconcile their present
Nerd.
attitude toward Ben?
Nerd
The
alert.
fact that he will be the new head man of the staff.
The new
What should they
headmaster,
do?
if you know what I mean.
Take
And
Xanax.
Ben, how realistic has he been in his attitude toward the others?
Not very.
What should he do to increase
Not
his
at
chances of
all.
succeeding in his new job?
Bribery
Miss
works.
Alton, do you think she did the right thing?
Nope. Probably shouldn't have gotten out of bed this morning. Riddle me this, Pac-Man.
Are you not going to tell us what we think? That's
No.
it?